Okay, so circles. We're going to talk about different angles that are formed inside of circles and arcs and all that fun stuff. So review real quick of angles and what they are, because you're going to see all these types of angles and more in these circles. Right angles we know are equal to 90 degrees. Congruent angles are going to be marked with these arc marks like that. That means they are equal to each other. So maybe this is 60 and so is this one. Okay, congruent. They're going to be marked like that. Vertical angles, those are angles that share a vertex and are opposite each other. Those are congruent. So let's say this is, I don't know, 50 and 50. Now there's another pair of vertical angles on here. Do y'all see that? Okay, so how much would this angle be? What would the measure of that one be? How much? 130. Good. How do you know it's 130? Yeah, because this makes a straight line, right? Do y'all see this straight line here that those two angles make? That's the diameter as well. So that has to be 130 because that one is 50. So that means this angle here is also 130. All right, linear pairs. They are adjacent to each other and their sum is 180 degrees. Okay, so if this angle right here is 100 and, I don't know, 40 degrees, then this angle right here would be 40 degrees because those are a linear pair. They sum to 180. They're next to each other, all that fun stuff. We just talked about this. How many total degrees in a line? It's 180. Okay. So if you know one of these measures, well, I guess you'd have to know two. You can find the other ones, right? So if this is 30, then this would be 80. How many degrees are in a circle?
360.
360. Good. Okay, so we were looking at the entire circle right there, right? It would be 360 degrees. So again, if you know one, this is 150, this is 30. Now you're also going to deal with vertical angles when you start to do it this way, right? That's 30 and so on. Maybe 90, 40. They all have to add up to 360. Okay? All right, a central angle is going to be an angle whose vertex touches the center of the circle. I'll write it down. An angle whose vertex is at the center of the circle. So let's, so this is the angle right here. When we deal with central angles, we will also talk about arc measures. And an arc is the length of the circle where it touches the ends of that angle. Does that make sense? I don't know how else to describe it. This is called an intercepted arc because it's intercepted by the lines of that angle extended out, right? So we measure an arc also in degrees, just like we do an angle. So if the central angle is 80, then the arc measure is also 80. So we're going to say central angle is equal to the intercepted arc. Any questions about that so far? give you a second to write that down. Please make sure you're drawing the pictures too. That'll help. All right. So down below, we're going to use all these things we just talked about, plus this, to figure out all these different measurements in this circle. So let's start with KL. Notice that it has a little arc looking thing above it. That means arc, right? Is this a minor or major arc? It's minor. How do we know? Because it has 2 letters. Okay, so that means I'm not going KL like this, right? I'm just going K to L, little one. The arc equals the central angle. That's touching the center, right? So this arc is 60 degrees, just like that angle. Number 2, arc MN. That is from M to N right here. That is also the central angle measure, which is 55 degrees. Arc LNK. You have to go in the order that the letters go. So when it says LNK, you got to go L, then N, and then around to K. So it's a big one. So who has an idea how we find that one? There you go. So 360, yep, minus the 60 gives you 300 degrees. Make sure you're putting degrees after the little symbol because these are measured in degrees. If you're typing right now, you might want to find the degree symbol one time, go to insert symbol, copy it, it'll be on your clipboard, and every time you need it, just hit paste. So clever, I know. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Yes or no? Insert. Is it under symbol or is it further out? There it is, degree, right? And then you just highlight it and hit copy, and then every time you go to type something, you can just type like 24 and then hit paste, and it'll paste the little degree symbol right there. Clever. All right, measure of arc MKN. We are looking at M, then we have to go to K, and then we go to N, which is over here. So everything except this 55 degrees. So again, we're looking at 360 minus 55, which is 305 degrees. Okay. All right, arc NJK. I'm erasing some of these because it gets really messy. Arc NJK. So we start at N, we go to J, we go to K. That is a diameter, right? That it intercepts. So that's got to be 180 degrees, that arc. All right, arc JML. Let's see, J to M to L. That looks like another 180 degrees. All right, next row has got some angles happening now. We're looking for angle JQN. JQN is right here, which is vertical to this one, so it should be the equal in measure. It should be 60 degrees. Number 8, angle MQL. MQL is right here. And let's see, we've got this whole line here, which makes 180, this diameter, right? So we've got 60, 55, and then MQL. So we're going to have to take 60 plus 55, which is 115, and then subtract that from 180, which is 65. That would be the answer. Arc JN. It will not let me erase blue and green for some reason. All right, arc JN has 60 as a central angle, so that one will also be 60 degrees. Arc ML is right here. And we have this angle, which we found was 65. So this arc out here would also be 65 degrees. Arc JM is going to be, you're looking at J here, you're going to go this way to M because it's a minor arc. So we're going to add 60 plus 55. You guys are going to get to do a whole circle on your own in just a second. So that's 115. And then last is LN. Again, it's a minor arc, so we're going to go this direction. So it's less than 180, right? Or equal to, well, no, less than. LN would be 65 plus 55, which is 120 degrees. Any questions on those before you do your own circle? All right, so here's the plan. There's a lot of questions here, so we're going to split it up. So, Mojo sits right here and back and this way. Do the odds. If you sit, here's true. That's supposed to be blue. Right, here's true. And here's the couch. All these people do the evens. Got it? Go. And then in about 7 minutes, we'll go around the room and call out the answers. How do I pause the recording? I don't think I can. All right, let's do the answers. Pen doesn't erase. All right, number 1. Kate, you got it. Y'all agree with that? Outside? Yes? Okay. Number 2, Claire. All right, y'all agree with that over here? Indeed, indubitably, I like it. All right. Alex, number 3.
146.
Y'all good with that? Okay. Number 4, Jeremy.
56.
Okay, if someone disagrees, just speak up. Number 5, Mojo.
5.
Number 6, Roger. 34 again? Okay. Number 7, Davis.
70.
Okay. Number 8, Allison. 180 degrees. Okay. That's red. Number 9, Mason Smith.
I didn't get that one.
Reed.
236.
Y'all good with that? Is that what you got, Alex? Okay. Kate, you got that too? Yeah? Okay. Good talk. Lindsay, number 10.
225.
Y'all good with that? Archer, number 11. 258. Okay. And number 12, Charlie. Charlie, what is it? Sophia. Piper. How much is it? What is it? How much? 326. All right. Homework's in there. Have a good weekend. Make good choices. See you on Monday.